Hi, I'm Cheyenne Loomis. I'm from London, Kentucky. Today I'm going to be making coleslaw stuffed fried chicken and roasted corn. First, we're going to start off with chopping our green cabbage. Today I've written the recipe down. Not a lot of instruction, but I think I got this. 3/4 of a green cabbage. So I'm using this knife. Probably need to pull these off. I'll just put them over there. That off. And I'm going to cut the edge. Okay. There's still a little bit in there. We're going to use our smaller knife for this. We'll get it out in a minute, it's fine. So first thing I'm gonna do is chop it into pieces. And let's shred it. So I didn't find this recipe online. I kind of came up with this recipe on my own. So I didn't find this recipe online. I came up with this recipe on my own because London, Kentucky is home of the World Chicken Festival. Also right down the road is KFC, the original KFC, and my grandmother used to work there. So this is a little homage to my history, my story. And a lot of cabbage already, but let's cut up another slice. Kind of stinks too. Okay, that's probably enough cabbage. So we're cutting the cabbage. We don't need that. Okay, put that part of the cabbage to the side. Now we're gonna get some red cabbage. We're gonna peel off the outer leaves. And again, gonna cut off the bottom. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we'll put all of this stuff back here because we don't need it anymore. So now, I only need 1/4 of a red cabbage, so not quite as much. So cut. I got a little off, but that's okay. Keep cutting. And got it. Now we're gonna cut this up. Ooh, back on my hand. Also, I've never cut cabbage before, if that's not obvious, so. It's not shredded too great, but it is what it is. So, moving on to the next thing. Next, I have to have 3 medium carrots. And these are probably medium. And I'm going to get a peeler to peel the carrots because they're gross too. Okay. This carrot. Okay. I don't need bad carrot in my good coleslaw. Okay, so we got 3 carrots and 3 carrots in, and it said to shred them, but I don't know what to shred them with, so we're just gonna cut tiny pieces. I think that that'll be fine. I should probably put this in a bowl. Okay, so that's my bowl of coleslaw so far, and some carrots. That's probably enough of that carrot. Okay, so I cut those up pretty finely. And I'm actually going to do one more carrot because I don't like carrots that much. So put that there. Okay, got my carrot. That's the bad part of the carrot. Chopping the carrots, because I don't have a shredder. I don't, what would I shred carrots with? I don't know, maybe like a food processor? I don't know. Like a chopper. Okay, moving on from that, now I need a cup of mayonnaise. I don't have mayonnaise, so we're using Miracle Whip because this stuff is yummy too. And I didn't get a cup out, so. This looks like maybe a half a cup, so. Let me get a spoon. A big spoon, so it takes less time. And we're gonna put that in there. Oh, that's pretty good. So one of those equals half a cup of mayonnaise. That's good. All right, so, and because I like that stuff so much, I'm gonna get a little extra and put it in there. All right, so that's done. Next, I need 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And this stuff stinks terribly bad. So, 1, 2. And I think there was like a little bit, no, sorry. And there was a little extra. And now a tablespoon of honey. This is local honey from our local farmer's market. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna use a different one. This is a tablespoon. Look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That's enough. Okay. Now I have to have a tablespoon of celery seeds, but I couldn't find celery seeds, so I went with celery salt. Close enough, it has celery in the name. All right, and I have to have a teaspoon of that. And this one's a little melted, so, but I think that's fine, I can eyeball it. So I'll do this and just a little extra. There we go. My lid, okay. Now I'm gonna do 1/4 tablespoon of salt, but I don't have 1/4 tablespoon, so I'm just gonna put some salt and pepper in there. All right, so a little bit of that. That's probably about a fourth, and then some pepper. It also needs a fourth a teaspoon of pepper. So that doesn't feel like it's coming out enough. So I'm just gonna put some in there. Okay, so moving on. That was it for the coleslaw. Now I'm gonna take some tongs and I'm going to swish it around. Swish, swish. I don't want that piece. Swish, swish. Okay, so now the coleslaw's made. So we're gonna set that to the side for a few minutes. And for now, I'm going to put all of this over here. Okay, now I'm going to get my chicken ready. I actually hate touching cold raw chicken. So today, I'm going to pour the juice out. And I'm going to microwave it for a few minutes. Not really a few minutes, just a few seconds. I think about 30 seconds. So, about 10 more seconds. So while that is warming up, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some oil into my pan so I can fry the chicken. Now, I've never fried chicken before either. So I'm gonna turn it on like medium-ish heat. Get my oil. I'm gonna heat this up. Okay. So I've got that. I'm actually gonna turn that down because I have a lot of other stuff to make too. So the chicken, no longer freezing. So that's good. So we're gonna put the chicken with the garbage. Okay. So now I'm gonna take a piece of chicken and actually, I don't really like cooking with chicken because one time when I first moved into my own apartment, I gave myself food poisoning with chicken 3 times in a year. So, not my favorite thing to cook with, but it goes with the theme. All right, so I got one ready. And ugh. What if I cut it like that? 2, that's good slice. And then 3. Okay, so now we've got chicken that's opened up. So what we're gonna do next is I'm going to stuff the chicken full of the coleslaw. So that's gonna go in there. And we wanna get it as full as we possibly can. Okay, next one. Okay, and the last one. It actually smells pretty good, so. The coleslaw smells good, not the chicken. Okay, so now we're done with that. And in 2 separate bowls, I'm gonna set this to the side. And in 2 separate bowls, I'm gonna do some egg wash and some seasonings. And for the seasonings, we're gonna do some all-purpose flour, and I didn't get a cup again. I'm out of cups. There's a measuring spoon in here. I stepped on the carrot, almost slipped. All right, so this is a cup of flour, but I need 2 cups of flour. All right, 2 cups of flour, a tablespoon and a half of salt, a teaspoon. Oh, that was a teaspoon of salt. I probably didn't put that much in there anyway, it's fine. Some pepper, and then it calls for poultry seasoning, but I didn't have any poultry seasoning, so I have chicken rub. That's probably the same. I don't even know what chicken seasoning is, so it's the same. And we need 1/4 teaspoon of that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. I'm good. Okay, so we did a little bit of that. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, garlic and some onion powder. Oops. Oh. Little bit of onion powder. Okay, looking good. A teaspoon of paprika. And then it calls for 1/2 teaspoon of Creole seasoning, but I don't remember if I did paprika or cayenne just then. So now we're gonna go with cayenne because I'm substituting this with Creole, and can't get it open. There we go. A little bit of that. Okay. Now I'm going to mix this together. And I'm gonna crack a couple eggs to put in to dredge my chicken. One-handed, so fancy. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is whisk that with a fork. Nice and whiskey. Goes with the Jack Daniels whiskey. Okay, now I'm going to take the fork out, put it there, and I'm going to dredge my chicken through the egg. And we're going to put it in the powder. Oops. Okay. And then we're going to do the egg again. This is double battered. And then set that to the side. Now we're gonna take the chicken and we're gonna put it in the oil. So come with me. That feels hot. Okay. Okay, now we're putting our chicken in our oil that I've been warming for a few minutes. Okay, and it's cooking. Okay, oh no. Okay, now we're gonna get our 3rd piece in there. That actually doesn't smell terrible. It smells like mustard, so I'm glad to know that I wasn't too off. Okay, so now while that's cooking, let me rinse my hands again. We're going to make fried corn. So we're going to set that to the side, and that to the side, and I'm going to get out a plate. And a fork. Okay, so now I'm going to shuck my corn. Okay, 1. Every summer, the women in my family, excluded from me, get together and they can or they freeze corn. I am known for my cleanup skills. However, whenever I'm in the kitchen cooking, cleanup always comes last because I obviously need to focus. So, got the corn and the things, the silks. Now, I'm going to cut the corn off the cob. I need another knife though. Okay. Cutting our corn off the cob. We're just going to use our hands because it's a whole lot easier. All is well. Okay. That chicken's probably fine for another minute or two until I get my corn ready. So, with my corn, so that's probably enough corn for today. I'm going to get another bowl out. And I'm going to put my corn in there. And I'm going to use the same sauces that I used, not sauces, spices that I used in my chicken to spice this. And so they will complement each other. Little paprika, some chicken Jack Daniel's seasoning. Remember, very whiskey. Okay, a little cayenne. Okay, some pepper. And some salt. And I think that was it. So now I'm going to take my fork, not that one, probably get a new one, and stir. Should I add a liquid? I'm going to put a little apple cider vinegar in there. Not much. And then a little honey. Just however much this is. A teaspoon. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so let's stick that there. And we're going to stir. And then I'm going to come over here and turn my burner on like high heat because the chicken's already almost done. Okay, now let me flip my chicken, see how it's doing. I'm gonna get some new tongs because again, no food poisoning today, thank you. Oh, look at that! That's not bad! Good job, chicken. All right. Looking good. Got a nice crust on this one. That's just extra. That's looking nice. All right, so we're gonna put a little olive oil in this. And now we're gonna add our corn to fry our corn. Ooh, sizzling, baby. Sizzle, 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 sizzle in the kitchen. All right, we're gonna let that fry for a bit. So while that's frying, I'm going to turn the heat up on my chicken. Get it, have a nice good crisp. that chicken to get really good and done. So. Okay, now we're gonna stir our corn. All right, and that is getting really good and done. Getting a nice char. It's okay. It's a little smoky, but it's okay. What is that? That chicken might eat. Our corn may be about done. It's done. I saw it. Ow. We're going to put it on 2 plates. Open a window. Okay, let some of that get out of here. We don't need that negative energy messing up this recipe. So this has been cooking now for about 10 minutes, so I'm going to check on it. Oh, that is looking good. All right, flip that piece. And then flip this piece. Ooh, that's going to be really good and crispy too. Let's see. We're going to turn that down a little bit. Okay, and I think it is done. So we're going to turn this off. And we're going to plate our chicken. First piece. And our second piece. All right. So we're going to let that cool down for a minute, and then I'm going to get my tasters ready, and we're going to taste. Now I have my roasted corn and my coleslaw stuffed fried chicken done. I'm going to set them right here. Let me grab a fork and a silverware. A fork and a knife, I mean. And I'm going to have my tasters try it. And today my testers is my Aunt Rachel and my grandmother Janet. So ladies, come over here. Let me know what you think.
Well, I'm going to be straight with you. I'm very nervous.
Okay.
I'm going to taste the corn first.
Okay.
What's in it?
I put cayenne, paprika, the seasonings that I put on the chicken.
It's really, really hot. Spicy hot.
I'm going to need a drink. ASAP.
Why? Because it's so spicy?
Oh my God.
Oh, it is hot.
Okay.
You know, that don't bother me.
It does bother me. I'm burning out my ear holes.
I'm sorry. Are you trying the chicken, Nana? Okay.
You know, I never knew somebody could do that to corn. But I've never heard of putting cayenne pepper on corn either.
I haven't either.
Well, has anyone tried the chicken? Does it complement the chicken?
Well, it's so hot you can't tell. But where is the coleslaw?
It's inside it.
All right, I'm gonna take a bite of this chicken. This is off the end, and there's no coleslaw, but there is a piece of corn. I'm not doing that again.
You have to get some of the coleslaw. And tell me if it tastes like KFC.
This is supposed to be a KFC chicken recipe?
No, it's just a random one. I found on Pinterest. And then I combined the two.
I can taste the coleslaw. I can't really taste the chicken, but the chicken is kind of tough.
Oh. Does that mean I cooked it too long?
No, I think it's too thick and you didn't cook it enough.
Oh.
I don't have any coleslaw.
Well, there's no coleslaw in it? I stuffed that puppy. Oh.
If you're gonna give me coleslaw stuffed chicken, I'd really like to get some.
Well,
Well, there's some in my piece.
get some of nice coleslaw.
Here.
You just don't want to eat it.
See, right there's some.
Okay.
But for something to be stuffed, you really didn't put very much stuffing in it.
Well, okay. Harsh, but okay. I did my best. I've never made anything stuffed or fried chicken.
I've had the coleslaw.
Mm.
It doesn't
It's not
have
got a lot of taste to it.
you either get fire engine roast over here with the corn,
Uh-huh.
and our taste buds could just be dead after that.
Well,
So you're saying the chicken's underdone. Rachel did not like the coleslaw. And the corn is really spicy.
the corn is burn your mouth up.
Not heat hot, spicy hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do you feel like it complements the chicken though?
There's no flavor to the chicken.
Oh.
So while you heavily overdid it on the corn,
Yeah.
might would have been a good idea to have rolled the chicken in the corn.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
stuff the corn in the chicken maybe,
Okay.
and had the coleslaw on the side.
Well, that wasn't the recipe, but Okay. how are your ear holes, Rachel?
This one's still tingling.
The corn is super, super spicy hot.
Okay, so
Here's one that doesn't look red. Still red, still red.
all right. Would you rate my meal 1 to 10?
4.
One being I'd never eat it again.
Yeah.
-2.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.